And we're back. Susquehanna trying to answer the Upper Dolphin touchdown. They did it once. Could they do it again? 1st and 10. Trojans' 29-yard line. Been a lot of John Stump tonight for Susquehanna. Pitch to Stump. Runs hard. And again moves that pile. It's going to take more than one Trojan to bring down John Stump. Another 5-6 yard pickup on a 1st down carry.
Yeah, Phil, you talked about, I mean, the way John Stump has come out of the gate tonight, you knew that he was going to be the focus of the Susquehanna offense. You've seen it from the opening kickoff. This is the guy that will be carrying the load. There is number 50. There is Connor McGuire on the sidelines again. He's a player that is looking over the shoulder of his teammates. He expects them to win this football game, and so far they are making him proud. Certainly John Stump on that football field.
Connor McGuire normally on that offensive line, and then an outstanding linebacker for this team. Stump again, follows his blocks around the outside, has running room down to the 10-yard line, breaks a tackle down to the 5. And another 1st down for Susquehanna. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. An impressive PHFA 1st down run by John Stump.
Saw the quickness and the speed and some breakaway speed to get around the outside there. And he looks for those open spaces and he finds them as there's Ayers who stops the touchdown for the Upper Dolphin defense. But again, John Stump, I mean, he's got plenty in the tank tonight and he is on full gear here in this 1st half.
1st and goal from the 6. The pitch to Stump. He's the one that got him there, and he's the one that gets him in the end zone again. John Stump, 6-yard touchdown run, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Blackhawks answer Upper Dolphin. It's a back-and-forth Tri-Valley Conference football battle tonight.
Yeah, so impressive. Back and forth we go, and it was John Stump. They called his number the whole drive there, number 9, just weaving his way through that defensive line. Great work by the offensive line for the Blackhawks to clear a path for number 9 in for 6.
And they'll try the extra point. Miller in to kick the extra point for the Blackhawks to try to take a 1-point lead. The extra point by Miller is up and good, and the Blackhawks take the lead in front of their homecoming crowd. Impressive drive. The Blackhawks lead at 15-14. John Stump having a big night. They're dancing tonight at Susquehanna. Why not? John Stump is leading his team with 2 touchdowns. Now a 15-14 lead. Both teams have scored both times they've had the football. Upper Dolphins' turn now. On the kickoff return by Rupp. Ball is down, but Upper Dolphin has it at the 34-yard line, and that's where they'll start offensively. Macklin Ayers from 36 yards, the first time Upper Dolphin had the football, and then Jake Ramberger ran it in from 1 yard out. Both their opportunities. Let's head down to the sidelines to Jeff. Jeff?
Well, Phil, we'll get our 3rd chance to see this Upper Dolphin offense. 2 scores on 2 possessions. And hearing from Coach Smeltz earlier in the week, he said a lot of the credit goes to the new offensive coordinator, Rick Stewart. They brought him in this year because of his experience with the pistol wing tee that they've been running. And they said he brings a lot of energy and a lot of passion, and it's really helped their offense.
Well, they can score a lot of points, that's for sure. Almost a big play there by the defense for Susquehanna coming up, making the big play. They're inspired tonight. Without Connor McGuire, their leader for the defense, this team has shown up here early.
Yeah, and I think that was Aaron Eder wearing number 50, who also got in on that play along with number 8, Cohen Bittner. But a great play on defense right there by this Susquehanna team. That, again, like you said, Phil, they are inspired tonight. You've seen it on the offensive side of the ball. Now you think it's going to be a little more contagious to carry over to the defensive side of the ball, as Upper Dolphin and Macklin Ayers have been able to engineer drives the first 2 times they've had the football.
Jake Ramberger with a big opening across midfield in the Blackhawk territory. And a PHFA 1st down. 17-yard run by Jake Ramberger.
Not happy, Scott Acri along those sidelines. Very upset at that last play. But here it is, Phil. The give there is to Ramberger, and he just busts it around the outside. And this is a player that's got plenty of speed and likes to get physical. Jake Ramberger, one of those offensive, explosive players for this Upper Dauphin offense.
1st and 10 now for the Trojans from the Blackhawk 47. The reverse. Pretty play. Ramberger has it going the opposite side and a 9-yard pickup.
That was Stump on the tackle, Phil, but that play could have gotten a lot bigger. Number 9 comes in and gets the hit on the reverse play. Take a look at it here. There's the give to Ramberger. And here comes number 9, who upends number 24, because if he would have gotten to the outside, he had plenty of real estate to find his way in for 6.
2nd and 3 from the 41. Wiest. Nowhere to go for Wiest. The Blackhawks do the job from the defensive end position to make the big stop.
There was 50. Aaron Eder coming in with that play. As here is the handoff, and right there, wrapping up Wiest. Eder wearing McGuire's number, certainly inspired by McGuire.
Big 3rd down coming up, 3rd and a long 2 for Upper Dauphin. The give to Wiest again, tries to move the pile close to the 1st down marker, but he's going to be short. 4th down coming up for the Trojans.
And Xavier Eckert, number 72 for Susquehanna, I think was the reason why they didn't make this 1st down, as well as, again, Aaron Eder, number 50, in on that tackle as well.
All right, here we go, Colin. Big 4th down, 4th and 1 from the 38 for Upper Dauphin. Susquehanna is going to try to make a stop, and they want to talk this one over. Scott Ackerley wants to talk to his team.
You know, you said it, Phil, earlier today, talking to Coach Ken Smeltz. He knew he'd be in for a dogfight tonight. This was not... You could talk about numbers. You could talk about injuries on the Susquehanna side. Upper Dauphin knew they were coming to this stadium for a 4-quarter fight tonight.
They are certainly in one, a big 4th and 1 coming up for Upper Dauphin, and they have scored a lot of points, averaging 485 yards, Colin, of total offense, and they've been in some wild games this season. How about the game against Millersburg in week 3? They won that game 74-56. They've scored 40, 41, 74, 29, and 42. Their only loss of the season was to Halifax in week 2, 41-28. Halifax. Abel and Son Roofing and Siding. 4th and 1 from the 38. 8:52 to remain here in the 2nd quarter. Back and forth game. Blackhawks by 1. Ramberger gets the 1st down. PHFA 1st down, a 4-yard pickup on the 4th down carry by the big guy, Jake Ramberger.
They give a lot of credit to that offensive line of Upper Dauphin as the pressure was coming from Susquehanna. And look, that handoff wasn't as clean as you might want to think, but Ramberger, great hands, holds onto it, and picks up the 1st down. That could have been a little disastrous. That handoff, again, not as crisp as probably Upper Dauphin would like it.
PHFA 1st down for Upper Dauphin. Susquehanna's 35-yard line. Ayers tries to throw the screen pass out of the backfield to Ramberger, and he couldn't hold on to it. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's something you rarely see from number 24. We talked about what great hands he has, and Coach Ken Smeltz talked about Ramberger and, you know, what he means to this offense, but, you know, also credited everybody else around him as well. But so many nice things to say about Ramberger, including his great hands, his drive, and what he brings to this offense is a lot of explosiveness.
2nd and 10 for the Trojans. They've scored on their first 2 possessions offensively. Can they make it 3 in a row? Macklin with the straight arm heads to the far sideline on a nice run, getting up to the 30-yard line for Macklin Ayers.
Yeah, that was Austin Kenny, number 33 from Susquehanna, who tried to get the early tackle on him, but Macklin Ayers showing a little bit of power here. Here's
That's
number
a straight
12.
arm right there.
There it is, shoving Kenny down to the ground. But Macklin Ayers, again, when you talk about his size, 6'2", 190. That's a big quarterback back there for Upper Dauphin.
3rd and 5. Ayers from the gun. The reverse again. Perfectly read by Susquehanna this time. Ramberger taken down in the backfield for a tackle for a loss on the reverse by the Trojans.
Yeah, you know, Kenny took the stiff arm from Ayers, but you know what? Returned the favor here. There's the give to Ramberger, but waiting for him with wide open arms was Austin Kenny, the sophomore, 5'11", 170.
Big play by Kenny. Another big fourth down coming up. 4th and 8 this time. It was a more manageable 4th and short last time. Upper Dolphin's going to have to work for this first down. 7:30 remains second quarter. They're down by 1. Upper Dolphin 4-1. Their only loss of the season was to Halifax. There's a timeout on the field. Susquehanna is going to talk about it. A big 4th down coming up when we get back on Friday Night Rivals. We're in the Tri-Valley Conference tonight. An entertaining football game, 1-point game with a 4th and 8 from the 33 for Upper Dolphin. And a timeout taken by the Trojans. They're going to talk things over on this crucial 4th and 8. Upper Dolphin has scored on their first 2 offensive series. Susquehanna is trying to prevent them from scoring on their 3rd offensive series.
Yeah, and Coach Scott Ackery said this week, this is where you really miss Connor McGuire on the defensive side of the football. This is a time where you need other players to step up, and here's one of those moments right here for the Blackhawks.
Connor McGuire leading the Tri-Valley Conference in tackles before his injury with 59 tackles on the season. You know, the Tri-Valley Conference, these are smaller schools. The rosters are small, usually under 30. Sometimes in the mid-20s, sometimes in the low 20s, but very entertaining football. A lot of these players never leave the field. They're on the field for special teams, defense, and offense, and they play their hearts out. Halifax right now is the top team in the Tri-Valley Conference. They're 5-0, 4-0 in league play. Then it's a log jam with Williams Valley, Upper Dolphin, Pine Grove, and Lime Mountain, all 3-1 in conference play. Right behind them, Tri-Valley and Susquehanna at 2-2. And in the lower half, Millersburg, Newport, and Judiana looking for their first wins in the Tri-Valley Conference. Here comes our big 4th down. Ayers fires the football to the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage. Was trying to get the football to Zach Rupp, but great coverage on Rupp. And the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
Yeah, Cole Wambach comes up with the nice coverage here for Susquehanna, and what a defining moment here in this first half. He almost comes away with it. That was almost a heads-up catch by Rupp, but it was Wambach who, again, knocks the ball away, and that is a big defensive stand by the home team, Susquehanna.
First time in this game where the offense did not score a touchdown. That first quarter was back and forth scores. Susquehanna scored in their first 2 offensive series, have a 15-14 lead and the football. The football's on the ground, on the pitch, and it's recovered by Upper Dolphin, and those are no turnovers. That was one of the keys of the Faulkner Subaru. John Stump gets the pitch and didn't have it. Ball falls on the turf, and the Trojans get the football right back at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Macklin Ayers, you just talked about the players that, again, play both sides of the ball. Again, the fumble by Stump on the exchange, and then it's Macklin Ayers who will now lead this offense on the field with the recovery.
So your defense comes up and makes the first defensive stop of the night, and then they do that. That'll kill Scott Ackerley.
Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna remember that play. He's gonna wake up in a nightmare tonight, 3 o'clock in the morning, and remember that play that just happened there on that fumble.
Yes.
His defense did the job to make the stop, and then they turn it right back over to Upper Dolphin. 1st and 10 from the 30. Upper Dolphin trying to take advantage of the turnover and a good solid run. 12 yards. Donnie Gillette, 9-yard pickup, just short of the first, I should say. So a 2nd and 1 coming up. He's the bull. He's the physical back for the Trojans. Gillette again, getting enough for the first down.
Xavier Eckert with the tackle there, but you talked about Gelnet is really the big back, the guy that can be physical to bring him.
Eye Care Group on Friday Night Rivals. Jake Ramberger running his way up the middle on a first down carry, picks up 5 yards, 2nd and 5 coming for the Trojans.
Yeah, and you talked about it, Phil, again, that turnover so hurtful, not just from the point of, again, making the big defensive stand, but now your defense is maybe a little gassed because they were out on the field for an Upper Dolphin drive. They've been up and down the field with them a little bit, and here they are right after the turnover trying to contain what Scott Ackery called a very tough system that the Trojans run.
2nd and 5 from the 15. Trojans go straight ahead with Ayers. Quarterback keeper calls his own number, gets a little closer to the first down marker. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short after a 4-yard gain for Upper Dolphin.
Here's number 12 again, keeping the ball himself, picking up just a few yards there. As, again, Upper Dolphin, one of those teams, Phil, that at any moment with those offensive weapons that they have, they can call anybody's number, but number 12 does such a great job as you get a look at the Susquehanna defense, who's played well here in this first half.
3rd and 1. Ayers keeps it himself. Spin move, close to the end zone. It'll be a 1st and goal for Upper Dolphin as he spins down inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
He can throw, he can run. You saw him run there, and number 12, again, at 6'2", 190, just a tough player to bring down, and a little bit elusive here. A nice spin move on the defense here to gain those few extra yards, get him close to the goal line.
Macklin Ayers had the first touchdown of the night from 36 yards out to open the scoring. Got the ball down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. Low snap. Ayers will keep it himself. Keeps his legs going forward, but short of the goal line. It was a low snap that he had to pick up off the grass, and that slowed down Ayers. Susquehanna's defense able to take advantage, keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, there was Kenny with a great play right there to bring down Ayers, but a heads-up play by the QB. There it is, that low snap, and you saw the Susquehanna defense trying to make their way through that offensive line, and a good play, though, by number 12 to make sure he secured that football.
So net the one in the backfield, and they run the reverse to Ramberger. Short of the goal line. Another outstanding play by the Blackhawks defense.
Yeah, that was Stump. You know, he's doing it on the offensive side of the football, and you talked about it, these two-way players and all the heart that they have. Well, there is number 9 coming up with the big tackle to make sure Ramberger does not get in there. Also in on the tackle was Bittner.
Stump had 17 tackles last week in the loss to Pine Grove. 3rd and goal from the 2. Ayers going to try to keep it himself, and he's in the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. 2-yard touchdown run by Macklin Ayers.
Yeah, it's a crusher for Susquehanna again, coming right up with a defensive stop, turn the ball over, and Upper Dolphin turns it into points, Phil. One of the Faulkner Subaru's keys to the game. No turnovers, Susquehanna. Saw one right there, and it resulted in a touchdown here for Upper Dolphin.
Planet Fitness touchdown. Macklin Ayers, his 12th rushing touchdown of the season. 16 touchdowns Macklin Ayers has accounted for this year. They're going for 2. Reverse, Ramberger in for 2. The Trojans get the 2-point conversion and are back with the lead, 22-15. Take a look at the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, as Ramberger, again, so dangerous with the football, Phil. They want to get it in his hands as many times. A little hit there at the end with Stump as he crossed the goal line. As Macklin Ayers talking to his coaching staff after leading a touchdown drive.
Don't forget tomorrow on the Sports Fever Television Network, big game in the PSAC East. Going to be a matchup tomorrow between Westchester and Shippensburg. The Red Raiders, the Golden Rams, tomorrow on MyTV Central PA, tomorrow at noon. Should be an entertaining matchup. Westchester, ranked nationally in Division II college football, undefeated on the season. Shippensburg trying to bounce back from their loss last week at Bloomsburg. That's tomorrow at noon on MyTV Central PA. PSAC football. So the score on your screen should be reversed. Upper Dolphin 22, Susquehanna 15. We'll correct that for you on our Friday Night Rivals Faulkner Subaru scoreboard. Wambach Stump back to return it for Susquehanna. They had the 15-14 lead, and then they stopped Upper Dolphin on a 4th down. And then the very next play, they fumbled the football back to Upper Dolphin, and Upper Dolphin took advantage of the turnover with a go-ahead touchdown. McLenair's in from 2 yards out, and it's 22-15. Feather Law Group kickoff. 3:36 to go before our Renewal by Anderson halftime report on CBS 21's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Faulkner Subaru. Feather Law Group kickoff by the Trojans. The short kick recovered by the Blackhawks at the 49-yard line.
Xavier Eckert.
Let's head down on the field to Jeff.
Thanks, Phil. As always, you can follow along from this game whether you're at the stadium or sitting on home at your couch with the app FanTag. Download the FanTag app. You open up the app, you click on the Friday Night Rivals game there, Upper Dauphin at Susquehanna. The highlights will populate. You can follow along no matter where you are. Make sure to download FanTag.
A lot of plays on FanTag tonight in this very entertaining Tri-Valley Conference football matchup. Stump, hand over end, gets up to midfield. That's as far as he would get.
You know, Phil, when you talk about Susquehanna in this first half, is you get a look at the run here by
It was Austin
Kenny.
Kenny getting the
Kenny
carry.
gets the carry. You know, they've been able to respond. When Upper Dauphins gone down the field, taken the lead, and found a way into the end zone, Susquehanna in this first half has been able to respond. And here they were coming off the turnover that resulted in points for Upper Dauphin. This is the moment. This is the moment in the first half where, again, they can turn things around by responding with a nice drive here to close out the half.
Kenny gets 1 yard, so a 2nd and 9. Direct snap. For Stump. Stump gets 2 yards. McAllister makes the stop. McAllister's a beast for Upper Dauphin defensively, number 71. 30 tackles coming in, 12 tackles for a loss. And Coach Smelt said, as far as the linebacker position, he's been coaching for a long time. He's one of the best linebackers he's ever seen.
Yeah, he says he's playing at such a high level right now. He even told, you know, his football team, watch the way this guy attacks the football and gets at it on the defensive end. And he's been doing it. He did it right there on that play as well.
3rd and 7. Garcia back in under center. Down the eye for the Blackhawks. Garcia looks downfield to throw the football. Has the completion. Going to be very close to a first down. And another catch for Miller. That's his 3rd catch of the night.
Yeah, this has been a good tandem in the first half for Susquehanna, and give a lot of credit to this young quarterback rolling out and throwing against his body, taking a little shot there at the end. Mason Miller coming up with the reception, a 4th down, but more manageable, Phil. That's just a heads-up play. Great play by Garcia.
4th and a long 2, we'll call it, from the 43. Stump has the first down to the 40-yard line. 3-yard pickup by Stump, and that moves the chains.
Trying to make the play was Ramberger and hold back Stump, but you will not deny John Stump tonight. Look at number 9 hopping over defensive player, and just even with Ramberger's arm wrapped around his leg, I'm going to reach for that first down, and Stump keeps this drive alive.
Well, so far tonight, the only time that Susquehanna has been stopped is when they stopped themselves with the fumble. Their offense has been clicking at full cylinder. 1st and 10, the Trojans' 40-yard line. Garcia, heavy pressure, has to throw it early, and the ball is intercepted. And the turnover, he should have probably held on to that football. Zach Rupp with his 2nd interception of the season. Rupp had a 37-yard interception return for a score against Schuylkill Valley to open the season. That's his 2nd pick of the year.
Yeah, no turnovers again, a key to the game, and that's the 2nd one in the last few minutes for Susquehanna. Here is the big hit on Garcia. He knows he's going to take a shot, and he does, from Dalton Boyer, or from Ben Cope, and then the interception by Zach Rupp. So Cope with the hit, Rupp with the interception, but it was one of those moments in the game where Scott Ackrey wishes Garcia maybe held on to the football, threw it away, and giving them another chance.
Sometimes you got to even know when you can take a sack. And that would have been the opportunity for that instead of the interception. The completion to Ben Cope.
Pass completion number 2.
Ben Cope with the completion.
First on the tackle, number 7, Cole Wambach.
Wambach makes the stop.
Yeah, there he is on the defensive end. Cope made a great play on the hit on Garcia. Now he turns around on the offensive end, comes up with a reception for a first down.
There hasn't been a lot of penalties here tonight, but there's a penalty on Upper Dolphin, so that'll move them back and wipe out the Ben Cope reception. The positive yards turn into negative yards on the penalty.
Illegal shift, offense, repeat first down.
Been a pretty clean game so far in the first half, Phil. Not many flags at all.
Very clean game as far as penalties. Of course, Scott Ackery's not going to say a clean game with the 2 turnovers, the fumble and the interception. But as far as penalties, yes, very clean. A 1st and 15 now from the 18-yard line for Upper Dolphin. 1:15 remain before the half. The Renewal by Anderson halftime report is coming up. Jeff will have some special guests down on the field. Well, 1st and 15, ball on the 18-yard line. Clock runs, 1:10 remain here first half. Upper Dolphin up 22-15. A wild first half, back and forth scoring. Macklin Ayers keeps it himself. Gets a yard, and that's it. 2nd and 14 coming up from the 19-yard line. Now 50 seconds remain before the half.
Took a stiff arm from Ayers earlier, but this time number 33, Austin Kenny, as well as number 50, Aaron Eder, come in with a great tackle. Eder's had a strong first half wearing number 50 in honor of Connor McGuire.
2nd and 13, ball on the 20-yard line. 30 seconds remain before our Renewal by Anderson halftime report. Ayers from the gun. Going to throw the football. Now pulls it down and runs and falls forward for a couple of yards. With 15 seconds remaining before the half.
There you see the difference. Garcia let one go and got picked off, and there you see Ayers just looking down the field, had thoughts of it, thought about launching it, and pulls it down and takes the sack.
3rd and 10, and that'll be the final play of a very entertaining first half. Tri-Valley Conference football. I liked what I saw in the first half. A lot of players playing their hearts out. Upper Dolphin has a 22-15 lead here at the half. The Renewal by Anderson halftime report is coming up. Jeff will get a word with Kent Smeltz down on the sidelines to get his thoughts on the first half. The Upper Dolphin coach in his 2nd year. (22-15) Upper Dolphin with the lead, and coach is in place down at the corner of the end zone with Jeff. Take it away, Jeff.
Coach, 7-point lead going into the locker room. What have you been happiest with your team's performance?
Well, obviously, we've been able to move the ball on offense. Defensively, they've given us some formations that we weren't expecting. We're going to have to make some adjustments at halftime, and hopefully we'll come out and play defense a little bit better.
You know, they were able to move the ball on you a little bit, but you were able to come up with 2 turnovers defensively. What have you seen from your squad on that side of the ball?
Well, those 2 turnovers are big, you know, and we capitalized on one of them. So that was a big deal for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
Back and forth scoring. Macklin Ayers with a couple of touchdowns. John Stump with a couple of touchdowns as well. Upper Dolphin with a 22-15 lead. CBS 21's Friday Night Rivals presented by Faulkner Subaru. The Renewal by Anderson halftime report is coming up.